All right, and so we finally start in our stream today. It took only half an hour to repair all the issues. Yeah, so I'm very sorry for the delay. Hello, Meta. Hello. I'm very sorry for the delay, but Streamlabs decided that no, it's not gonna let me stream until I update the driver, and nothing was working until I actually updated the driver. So yeah, let's hope that it's gonna work and everything gonna be good. Let's start our stream today. We're starting a new game. The game I tried to start previously. Yeah, Streamlabs wants a new NVIDIA drivers mostly. Today I felt that right in my meow meow, and yeah, Streamlabs not gonna negotiate with you, so yeah, better check the drivers. So today we start in the new game Inscryption. I already tried to play it once on the stream, but the stream wasn't really working on that time because of internet issues, and today we're starting once again, so yeah, I hope you're gonna enjoy it a lot. It's a card game, not very hard one to learn, and especially because it's versus computer, you pretty much can learn what it's gonna do next. Yeah, it has a bit of random. You will see it about map on our journey, how we're gonna go in there. But mostly boss fights are scripted, if I can say so. And yeah, so let's start the new game. Let's start the new story. Here we go. And just quickly understand what thing I forgot. It's to start to actually start the sound of the game, right? Let me quickly just... Now it should work. Yeah. Now it's working. Here we are in the main menu, and as we can see, we only have the option with continue. We cannot start the new game. It's not available. Even if I click on it, it gives the sounds and that it's not available. It's glitching. So we can go in continue and continue the game. Let's see what's gonna appear next. And yeah, I played this game through already a couple of times, so I know it, but I still like to play it through. Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. So here we have our cards. We have two wolves, stoat, and a squirrel. We're playing the squirrel, as he says. Now play your stoat. So we go back to our deck. Here's our stoat. He is a bit sleeping. Stoat cost 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. So we sacrifice the squirrel to place the stoat on the board. An honorable death. Place the stoat. And here's the stoat is on our side. We go back. Wolves require 2 sacrifices, and I didn't read the rest. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoats stand unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack power 1. It's very weak. but it's a starting unit and it costs not that much. So yeah, this small drop, red blood drop, it's how many sacrifices you need to make to put the card on a deck. Some cards have the cost, some have, some doesn't have it, like the squirrels. Your stone dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. If you win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stone stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stone. That means your stone's health is 2 less. Health is on this corner, on the right corner. So now stone is 1-1. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. I'm gonna draw a squirrel. How dull. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna keep the squirrels. Hello, Sharky. Hello. Hello. How is the games going? So what I was about to say, we're gonna collect some squirrels to put the wolves. The idea is to deal more damage than needs to be done to put the scale all the way down. Because if you deal more than 5 damage to him, and winning, it will give you more payment, which we're gonna use later. But he will explain it later, of course, not now. But since I already know how it works, I'm sharing my wisdom with you. Okay, so let's go the squirrel. In this turn, my turn, Stoat kills Coyote, so there is nothing to be afraid of. And I don't want to sacrifice Stoat for putting the wolves on a table. So we killed the Coyote. You know you can play more than 1 card per turn. Because you are learning, I will pass. Again, the choice. A random card from your deck, or the certainty of a squirrel. The squirrel. I will play 1 more squirrel, but I will not put the wolves yet. So by 1 damage, we're gonna keep him going down, 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 and then we attack with the wolves. So that's the strategy. You dealt 1 damage, so I put 1 weight on the scale. Was I not clear? You can play a squirrel and also sacrifice. He's talking too fast. I'm trying to read everything he says, but sometimes he just says something and not waiting for me to read what he said. A squirrel in hand or a card from the bush. Oh, so it's called the bush. Funny. 1 more squirrel, put it on the table, and yeah, he's not gonna be satisfied, but still, we're waiting, we're patient. More squirrels in my hand because it's gonna be guaranteed. Yeah, all good. Now we take the last card. It's a River Snapper. I didn't know what the last card we're gonna have here. So River Snapper will not be on the table, but we will put 2 wolves, so we will deal some more damage. So wolf demands 2 sacrifices. We could give this toad, but I personally don't want to, and you will see later why. Okay, so squirrels. 1, 2. And putting it on the table. And 1 more squirrel. And if you can see, when we choose the wolf, here on the right side of our cards on the table, here is 2 blood tokens. And it shows how many sacrifices you need or how many you already did. For example, if I kill 1 squirrel, One token gonna be upside down. So we know that only one left to put the card on the table. So here's another. Tack. And put him here. And now we're gonna deal in one turn how much? 7 damage. 3 plus 3 plus 1. So 1 damage is enough to tip the scale to the end. And 6 gonna be in our pocket. Let's say it like that. You have won this match. They won't all be so easy. They will not be easy at all, I can tell you. Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. So here we are. This is our small figurine. And this is the path we're gonna do. On our path, we're gonna see different symbols here, and depends on what kind of symbol it is, it's gonna be different events happening. For example, some of them are drawing new cards, so you're gonna add the cards to your deck, or you're gonna gain some items, or you're gonna be fighting in a regular fight or against the Totem Fight. You will see soon. So for now we have only one way, but on the most of the cards you have different paths that goes right and left, and you can choose where you're gonna go and what to do. So let's see. 2 denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. Let's see who it is. The caustic adder. Damage from its poison bite is always lethal. So here we have symbols on the cards, which we didn't see before. And each symbol shows what is the feature of this creature. And if we press the how it's called, the right mouse button, if we click the right mouse button, we can see the description of every sigil we can see. Adder has a touch of death. When a card bearing this sigil damages another creature, that creature perishes. So yeah, it only dealt 1 damage, but it's enough to actually kill the opposing creature. And some creatures has this, how to say, they are immune to the touch of death, but it's usually a very big creatures. У себя дома. Привет! Добро пожаловать! Устраивайся поудобнее. Как дела, как день прошел? Рассказывай. Okay, so here's the first one, and yeah, what I didn't say yet. Here in the left top corner, we can see the tribe of every creature. This adder has a tribe of the snakes, and in the same tribe we have actually the turtles. River snapper is the same tribe, and I think the toads, if I'm correct. Yeah, the toads should be there. And there are some creatures that don't have tribes at all. So here, for example, we have a cat. The undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. Да как всегда, весна все никак не наступит, снежок шел и идет. О, бедняжка-то моя. У нас тут, кстати, снег хотя бы перестал идти, но у нас пока не стало теплее. Поэтому тоже скучаю по весне. Так хорошо было, прям замечательно. So, the cat doesn't have a tribe, as we can see. In this top left corner, there is nothing shown here. Cat is tribeless. It costs 1, it doesn't deal damage at all, but it has 1 health, and since it's undying, as we can see, only 1 may grace your paltry deck. So we can choose only 1 card. Cat has many lives, so it can be sacrificed many times. and to not be perished. I usually was choosing the cat above adder, but I think that this time I'm gonna choose adder instead of cat, because when we have a cat on the desk, we put it on the table, we're playing this card, it's usually taking... Yep. Hello, angry complainer. Yes, there is adder. You can see it with the death touch. Doesn't deal much, but kills instantly. So yeah, I usually prefer the cat, but since the cat is undying, it usually takes one place on the desk. I can see that there is some... At least there were some issues, but now I think they're gone. Okay. And I don't want it to be on the table. So we either take cat and it's gonna be sacrificed later. You will see what it means. It's only gonna be there. Or adder. And I think the adder would be actually better to have. What's going on? What is the issues? Weird. Streamlabs showing me that there is some issues. But when I click on the information, there is nothing bad going on. So if there is something that's gonna be like lags or something, the delays, please tell me. Feel free. So we're taking adder with us. Another creature joins your caravan. So yeah, we have a adder in our deck now. Yeah. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. So it's more than one, and this is how we're gonna get creatures in our packets, like creatures from the forest joining our party. So the next symbol is a backpack, and from this event we're gonna get our first items to help us in this game. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. And trust me, emergency gonna happen quite a lot. And have a second. 2 squirrels. Another useful implement. I will allow you to tip the scales with it. So, and a tool. 3 is as much as you can carry. So yeah, we cannot have more than 3 items. And if we visit the same symbol with a backpack once again, we're gonna have another item. Actually not item, but we're gonna get a card. We will also see it a bit later. I'm spoiling everything. I'm the spoiling master. Yay. So here is the skull. And the skull means that we're gonna fight. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. And this is the first time we're gonna see the terrain appearing on our way on the desk. So for example, here is a boulder on my side of the table, and I am not allowed to put here any card until it will be damaged from his side. And the same, he cannot put cards in here because of stumps, but I can damage them to clean the desk. He's talking so fast. I thought I will be reading it. You may now see my moves ahead of time. So here we are. This is our playing deck. This is what we have active on the table. Let's say it like that. And here is one line with the arrows, which you can see. It's what didn't put in action yet. But we can see ahead how he and where he gonna play the card. What is the card, and we can see how much health and attack it has to block it maybe, or instantly kill it. So here is, need I remind you, your items might help. But I don't need items. Wait a bit, please. Dude, be patient. So here is the symbol, and we also can open the rulebook with clicking the right mouse button and read what we have here. So this card, this wolf cub, is fledgling. A card bearing this sigil will grow into a more powerful from after one turn on the board. So on the first turn, he gonna deal 1 damage, but on the next turn, he gonna grow and deal more damage and probably get more health. So let's see what we can do. Here's our cards. We'll, for example, have Adder, which can destroy the stumps, but we don't have enough cards to sacrifice for him to get him on the deck. So the only one card that we can play is the Toad in the first turn, or we can pass and wait for the second squirrel to put on a table more powerful creature. Or we can use the squirrel in a bottle to play this the more cards in the same turn. But for now, I think I will keep the squirrels and play this toad. So here is the squirrel, here is the toad. Here we go. And for now we're fine, so let's keep it going. Our first turn. Mine's ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. So yeah, as we can see, our turn was the first. It usually is first turn. We dealt 1 damage to him, and then second turn, from here, from the arrows, comes the wolf cub, and it can attack in the same turn. He dealt 1 damage to the boulder, so now it's not 5, it's 4 health, but it still wasn't enough to break it, so let's wait for more. Here comes the bat. Bat is a flyer. As we can see, there's a wing here. Airborne. A card bearing this sigil will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. So, as we understand the description, our Toad will not block it. It will not block the bat. Even though the Toad can attack it in the next turn, when it's gonna be here, after it's gonna move here, it still will deal me 2 damage first, directly. So not to the Toad, to me. So let's see what we can have here. For now, I am fine with what I have. I think I will take more squirrels. Grüßen, I don't know what it means. Meta, what it means, tell me. Okay, so we took the squirrel, we put it somewhere here. We can keep it in the hand, but I usually put it on the table. Just a squirrel? Interesting choice. So here we see how it progresses. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Yeah, we read it already. So wolf is damaging the boulder. This is good. My bat flew right over your Toad. So yeah, it dealt 2 damage to me, as we already know from the description. A person who behaves disgusting. Okay. So it's the word meaning, or you're... Okay. All right, so let's continue. The word, yeah. You just put there I person, and so it was a bit confusing. Probably just misclick. Okay. Learning German. Ah, a person. Yeah, I see. I see now. Well, learning languages meanwhile playing card game. Isn't that wonderful? So let's put the squirrel, which is not necessary at all. We can play like several cards per turn. We know it already. So what I'm waiting for, I'm waiting the wolf to damage the boulder fully, and then I will put the adder here to kill the wolf. And meanwhile, in this turn, my stone gonna kill the bat, so it's gonna be all good. Was I not clear? You can play a squirrel and also sacrifice it. Yeah, I know. I just don't need it. He doesn't understand my plan, and it's good. Okay, so let's take one card from here. It's a wolf. Can actually play the wolf. Nah, do I want to play wolf or adder? It's gonna be 2 damage to him in the next turn, so tack, tack, tack. I will not be able to deal more damage to him, yeah, so let's go like this. Tack, tack. Next turn we're dealing 4 damage, and it's just enough. Yeah, and we won. You prevailed and trekked onwards past and now blooded terrain. Alright. So I don't see the boss fight yet, but here's the totem fight. And this stone here, we will need it. That's a very good one. Oh, what I see here. Here's a new emote. Who is that small chibi character in there? Who is so cute and small and nice? Isn't it a small angry campaigner? Okay, here we have 2 cards again. The young wolf cub. It grows into a wolf after a single turn. We already saw it on the battlefield. Meta 2. Haha, he's great, but the hard eyes one needs to be approved first. Oh, I see. I was still waiting for the information. Like, is it all good or not? I was afraid that it might not fit by Twitch. Okay. Okay, so waiting for Twitch to approve the heart eyes. But yeah, as soon as I approve, please give me the info. Does it need to be changed somehow or not? Very nice to see that you're already using at least one of them. Yeah, apparently it looks sus. Well, maybe for them it looks sus. Who knows why it's not working? Well, let's hope that they gonna approve it fast and nothing gonna happen to it. It's just a small heart eyes after all. They didn't do any harm to anyone. But yeah, do you like it yourself? How it looks? Do you enjoy using them? Hopefully. Okay, so what's the next card? The Meek Sparrow, an inexpensive, if fleeable, flying creature. Okay. Yep, they're cute. Nice. Well, that's something that is more important for me, is that you like them. So, yeah. Enjoy using them. If you will need more, you know where to find me after all. It actually was a really interesting commission to do, because I never had an experience in drawing emojis. So yeah, it was interesting, and I would like to work more on this kind of commissions. So if you would need some, let me know. So among these two, Sparrow and the Wolf Cub, I will get a Wolf Cub because it's more powerful, because Sparrow is not really doing much. Wolf Cub can evolve into his bigger version. Yeah, maybe you want to open a Fiverr account. Well, it's a bit too early, I think, for the Fiverr account. But yeah, thank you for the idea. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. Okay, so now we're at the stones I was talking about. All right, well, deal. I actually never worked with the Fiverr, I think, at least, and maybe when I will get more experience in making commissions, then I will make the account. Okay, so we're choosing the sacrifice here. We have only 2 sigils. So how does this thing works? We choose one card that's gonna be sacrificed, and we choose one card that's gonna get the sacrifice. So we literally choosing only that sigil that's gonna be transported to another creature. For example, I can sacrifice Adder to another card, and another card gonna get a Death Touch sigil here, but the Adder gonna be gone. Or I can choose the Wolf Cub and give this sigil of growing on the next turn to other creature. In my opinion, if we compare the price, the Wolf Cub is probably more worthy because it only demands one sacrifice, it grows on the next turn and deals even more damage and having more health. Adder, this game adder, just to make sure, the game adder in here costs a lot and doesn't have much health, doesn't have much damage. It only is good because of Death Touch. So I think I will take this card with and sacrifice it for another creature that has a lower cost. For example, we can choose the Stoat. You looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. So yeah, we're choosing the host. Transferring the Death Touch to the creature with the creatures that demands 2 sacrifices, it will not be really worthy, but transferring it to the creatures that demands only 1 sacrifice would be really good. So we can either give it to the Wolf Cub, either to the Stoat, but Wolf Cub can grow on the next turn. It becomes more powerful. So let's make worthy the small Stoat. And he asks for picking him after all. So this is how it looks. And for now, we can change our mind, for example, choose another host or choose another sacrifice. But as soon as you press this stone with a sacrificial dagger, you cannot undo it anymore. So until it's still a bit glowy, we still can choose and think twice. What do we need to do? Is it what we want, or maybe change our mind? But we're clear for now, and here goes the sacrifice. What an honor. A ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the adder now lives in the Stoat. Yes, this is what we needed. And as we can see, the sigils on our card, if we watch, we're watching our deck now, the Stoat now has a glowy eyes, and the sigil is like sewn to the card by the threads and needle, and it's also glowing. So this is the difference how these cards are looking after visiting that stone. It all gonna be like that. So the sigil gonna be sewn to the card. It will glowy, and the creature will have the glowy parts like eyes or something else. So yeah, back to the map. Here we go to the next fight. It's gonna be Totem Fight. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine parts with the airborne sigil. Can you increase game volume a bit? Like 15, 20? Yeah. Just a second. Here it is. Well, it's mostly ambience. So if needed to be added more, please tell. Maybe even more, I don't know. He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic. Really. Enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. So here we're starting to understand that there is not everything clear with these cards, right? Especially with this one, because he's actually the only one who's talking to us. So, is the game volume alright? Should I increase it more? If needed. Okay, here we have a bat and coyote also flying. It's better. Okay, good. That is good. So we have 2 flyers here. And 2 flyers in this specific moment means in the next turn, I'm gonna get 4 damage to myself, to the face, let's call it like that. So what we can do, Stoat will not give us much, but we can place a wolf at least. So let's take one of the squirrels we have here in the bottle, because it's case of emergency. We're gonna take them on a table and put here a wolf. Let's put it here. And in the next turn, we will put the stoats and destroy the coyote he has here. So yeah. We deal in 3 damage in our turn, and he deals 4 damage in his turn. It's a bit uneven, but at least close to neutral. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. So here, what I was talking about, for damage to my face, we take 1 squirrel, put it here, and put stoat here. Back on the board. In this turn, my wolf and my stoat destroys his creature on the deck. And yeah, we will be free to deal as much damage as we can and want to him. That's not very good, because he's gonna use a wolf cub. On the next turn, wolf cub gonna grow. And it will be dealing 3 damage. We still should be fine, I think. Because we're having 4 damage on the table right now. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. He will deal me 1. And yeah, even if we will not put anything to the table on the next turn, on our next turn, I mean, it's still gonna be good and enough to win. So yeah, let's go for it. You're 2 damage away from winning. Duck. Duck. And yeah, 2 squirrels. We're not gonna kill the wolf cub. We're gonna deal damage to him, because if creature stays unopposed, it deals damage to the player, right? And as we can see, we're dealing 7 damage right now. It's more than enough to win the game. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. Superstitious. Alright. So here is our first place where we're gonna choose where to go. And we can either choose the stone and transfer sigil, as we did before. Either we're gonna go to this place, to the bonfire, and see what's gonna be happening there. But first we need to pick up the new card to get the new creature in the tribe. Now we're gonna have 3 cards, and this is how it usually gonna be. 3 cards on your choice. The flighty elk, it moves after attacking, so to attack then move. It's very good because it's has 4 HP. It's very bad because it's moving all around the desk, I'm sorry. So I usually don't like the moving creatures on the table. So I usually avoid building the deer deck. The watchful bullfrog. It leaps in the way of attacking flyers. This is already better. It blocks the flyers, as we can see, and it costs only 1. So let's see what's gonna be the third. A proud wolf, a vicious contender. We already have 2 wolves in our cards, so it would be better to take a bullfrog. So yeah, we have already seen what was happening here on the stone. So let's go to watch what's gonna happen in the bonfire. You came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around the campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fires that will enhance its power, said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. So we understand what's gonna happen. We're gonna try our luck in here. We cannot leave this place without doing this action. So if you just don't want to try it out, just not advised to go here, like go on the other path if it's possible, because sometimes you can avoid it. But usually it gives you at least one safe try to push your luck, +1 to attack or +2 to the health. So we click on the fire, and we choose who we want to try our luck on. And I think it would be really good to use a bullfrog because he's blocking the flyers. There's no point in improving, in making better the wolf cub card. So let's try this one. We're gonna do it only once, but you can do it up to 4 times, I think, in a story mode. So yeah, sometimes it's safe, but on some point, if you're not lucky, you can just lose your card. I don't want to lose my card, so maybe 1 will be enough to just escape it. So let's see. The fire warmed the poor bullfrog, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached towards it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pulled the bullfrog away from the fire and left. Okay, so now we can do it only once, but later we will be able to do it more than once. So, in a good case, you can increase the attack or health of the creature by a lot. In the bad case, you're just losing the full card without getting it back. Okay, so we're gonna fight next. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this full cabin. Be silent or I will tear you to shreds. Oh. So now we know that there is actually the way out. But what is the way out and what we need to do, we don't know yet. For now, we're just sitting here with this guy and playing cards. Here's a grizzly, very deadly creature, 4/6. And I am actually thinking what I can do to oppose it. I think we will be able to deal with it in the next turn, so I don't want to lose a bullfrog. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just block it with a squirrel for the first turn and keep this toad so it can kill it on the next turn. We press the bell and here comes another one. Let's see what we can do here. Stoat, save us. This spot, you're sure? Yes, I'm sure for now. Om nom nom in 5 minutes. Oh my god, I need to hurry. Okay, so in 5 minutes we're gonna make a small break for food. You can refresh your drinks and we're gonna continue the gameplay. Okay, we killed this one, but this one still deals 4 damage for me. I could block it with squirrel. I didn't do that, unfortunately. So let's see what I can do. I can block it now. I don't want... Or do I want to? It's gonna be 4 health. Now I will keep the bullfrog for now. 1 damage. Here's more flyers. But I think it's actually made so I am not able to win this round. So here we have this bullfrog protecting, and here we're gonna use the squirrel. I will try at least. Yeah, he just simply doesn't let me win in this round. And yeah, and if we can see, the grizzlies are like 4-6. We simply don't have the cards that can oppose them, except the Stoat, but it's only on one card. So yeah, in this point we could save all our squirrels here, squirrels in a bottle, but we will get more on our way, so no need to worry about them. We're still blocking the grizzly here, but it still shows us that now he's clearing my board and there's no way I can win. It's okay. It's alright. It's how it should be done anyway. You have lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. So now he allows us to stand up and walk in his cabin. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel aside the door. So now we can at least see that we're in the wooden cabin here. Here is the tools on the wall. We cannot use them. I know what they're for, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Some light. And here we can interact with the objects here to look around. The first thing we see is a clock. The watch on the wall. And we have 3 buttons here that allow us to put a different time. And I think... No, I'm not gonna spoil. So we need a certain time to make something happen, right? As we can understand. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to just do that. So here is the picture. Here was the hand. We didn't see that very well because I turned to the picture, to the oil painting. And unfortunately, we missed here a bit. Here was a small hand. Here is a safe. We can turn this thing here. And it's also gonna be useful, but not now, on the next turn. Here's some figurines of previous players. And yeah, we're gonna see them later too. Here is the door, which we cannot open. Some drawer, which, as we can see, requires a key. Here is a squirrel having a sacrificial dagger, which we don't have. We cannot freeze a wolf here, but here we have a globe, which we can turn, just for fun. And here is a candle. That is very important to do. Here's 3 candles, and one of them giving us a smoke. So, yeah. We are taking the candelier, we're bringing it back to the table. We're sitting back down, and he's explaining to us that it's one of the two mistakes we can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? And he's giving us the map again. And now we're gonna go on a break. So I'm stopping the game for now. I will put some good music here and see you a bit later after the break. Have a good time. All right, so we're back. Let's continue our journey. So we stopped here on the place where we need to choose. We can either go, welcome back, and you too. So here we have the choice of similar choice here to pick a card. But the second step here is very important. Here is a bonfire, and I don't want to risk my cards, but we lost 2 items on a previous fight, so I think I will go here with the backpack. Sorry. Skunk. The reviled skunk. Its stench reduces the strength of the enemy. Interesting one. Okay, the cat we already saw, and what's gonna be the last one? The wolf again. This one is quite tanky. It has 3 HP. It reduces the strength of an enemy, and it only costs 1 sacrifice, so I think we're gonna take him. And here, let's see what kind of items we're gonna have. Rock may get you out of a hard place. Okay, so that's just a blocker for free. And a knife. Skinning knife. To the user, you may skin one of your adversary's cards. It is destroyed and you draw a pelt card. I think I'm gonna take the knife. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. Okay. A black goat. Its bleeding yields 3 blood. If you can ignore the bleeding. This one actually looks quite good, because we can play it on the first turn if needed. In the meantime, the boulder is quite a good blocker, because it doesn't cost anything and can block one place. Let's take the goat. Feeling overburdened enough with the full 3 items you carried on. Carried on my wayward son. To the boss fight we will go. It's our first boss fight. The trees seemed to close in around you as the chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Hee-haw! 'Twas the prospector! He's doing the prospector again? Easy, boss. The mule's the key. So, he's even giving us the hints. The mule is the key. And here is the pack mule. This is the card he was talking about. And he says that he, the mule, is the key to win the game. And soon we will see why. We're gonna go like this. Wolf cub. Actually, should have put him somewhere here. But okay. All good. All good. 2 damage, it's bearable. Now we're gonna put the stoat here. I should have put stoat here on the mule to kill it instantly, but I didn't. But we kill it on the next turn, so all good. All good. Let's block the adder. Enemy adder. And here we see that there was a pack under the mule and we got a lot of cards. Dag nabbit, my mule! Okay, so we're gonna deal 4 damage and it's enough to win. And see what's gonna go next. I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. There's gold in them cards. Now he's turning my cards into gold. Gold! I've struck gold! Okay, others stand here again. I actually thought that it's gonna be disappeared. But alright, we can work with that. Let's put here the bullfrog. It's gonna be enough to kill him. Bloodhound. Get him! Okay, let's see what we have here. We can put here adder to kill the dog. As you can see, as soon as I put the card on the desk, on the table, the bloodhound is jumping to oppose that card, which I put here on the table the last. So we can use it in our advance. Tack, tack. Look, if I put the adder here, it's gonna move back to the same position to oppose the cards that came on the table the last. So yeah, we're killing the dog in this turn. What else we can put here? The bullfrog. I don't need it for now. 2 damage. Now the boulder. The golden nugget got destroyed. That's very good. Let's go for the bullfrog once again. We're killing the adder. And we won this fight. And that's very good. Our first boss fight is done. Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. So yeah, we're restoring our life. The one that we lost on our way to Prospector. And after the boss fight, the candles are relighted again, so we're again having 2 lives. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you are granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. Wonderful. So he's giving us 3 cards in the box, and we're gonna see what we can take. This level of brutish strength needs no explanation, or a Yuli. And it's probably the most powerful card for now in the game. 7/7, 7 attack, 7 HP, and it has its cost. It's 4 sacrifices needs to be done. So even if we take the black goat, which gives 3 blood, we will still need at least 1 more creature for that, and that's really, really, really expensive. One of the most powerful cards, still one of the most expensive ones. Next, what do we have next? A largely unimpressive specimen, strange larva. It has 0-3 and it evolves. Okay, we will think about it. And the last one is Child 13. Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? So, yeah. Sacrifices, infinite sacrifices, or is it the strange larva which evolves, or a Yuli? Child 13 really good on the how to say it's like the undying cat. You can sacrifice it a lot. It will not die, and it has its feature, so it can be attacking creature after you sacrifice him. But in the meantime, if you sacrifice him again, it's gonna go back to this how to say, to the state when he doesn't attack at all, and only stays for the sacrifice and still taking the place on the table. Strange larva is also quite interesting one. I think here should be like number 2 because it doesn't evolve in one turn, if I remember correctly. It evolves in 2 turns. But it's also quite powerful. Rare cards are always more powerful than the usual ones. Okay. I think I would take Strange Larva. It's a good card if you have 2 empty turns, you know. With sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. The rank smell of rot and mold permeated the humid air. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands. So wetlands it is. And here we have like more ways to choose. Here's like 3 ways to go. So let's take a closer look. Making the first step here. Beehive. The inviolable beehive. When it is attacked, you will draw a bee. This is very good. This is very good. It only costs 1 blood. It doesn't damage. It can sustain 2 hits or 1 hit, which is more than like 2 plus. And it will give us the free bees, free creatures. Let's see what we have else. The bullfrog. We already have 1 bullfrog and we know that it's blocking the flyer creatures. I will think about it, but for now beehive looks actually better. And what is the third one? The mantis. The fervid mantis. Its prying claws strike both to the left and the right. So, as we can see, it attacks to the left and to the right. It doesn't attack in the middle. So, when you're planning the mantis place on the table, you always must think about it, that he doesn't attack the creature in front of it. It will attack the creatures on the left and right on diagonal. So yeah. Interesting choices. Mantis is quite powerful, but still, for me, beehive is actually looking way better. For now, I will take it. We can actually give it to the creature which has more health, and it might be quite how to say it, quite profitable again. So let me think a bit. I'm just thinking like which way we can go. On one side there is a backpack with the items, but we have our backpack full. We can carry only 3 items. And here is a Sacrificial Stone, so we will need to sacrifice the sigil to another card. So I'm thinking, I'm not really sure I want to do any sacrifices here. I think I will go to the backpack, and you will see what we will get when our inventory is full. The amount of items you can carry is 3, and you have 3. Instead, perhaps you'll accept this gift from my friend. And we're getting a card. A free card. It's a pack rat. The prudent pack rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. So, as we can see, we got a pack rat. Here is a backpack, and he's giving us an item. It's a card for 2 attack and 2 health. It costs 2 sacrifices, and it has a sigil, which we're gonna take a look closer in a second. Trinket bearer. When a card bearing the sigil is played, you will receive a random item as long as your pack is not full. So every time we put this card on the deck, from the deck on the table, we're gonna get an item. So it is very usable, but it still costs two sacrifices, which is fair for such a sigil and for such a amount of health and attack. But still, it could be better if we give this sigil to someone who costs less sacrifices. So let's see. Another fight. What do we have here? We have 1 stump, which I need to kill to be able to attack from this position. We have 2 kingfishers. It's a flying bird, but in the meantime, you cannot attack it on the next turn because it's gonna go underwater. Let's see. Waterborne. A card bearing this sigil submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. So it's like he will put this kingfisher on the deck, on a table, on a desk. He attacks me directly because it's a flyer. It's a flying creature. And after that, it turns upside down. You'll see it. So I will not be able to attack him, but I will not be able to attack the creature, the kingfisher, but I will be able to attack our opponent straight away in the face. Here goes the beehive. It's also interesting. So all we can do is block here to not let the damage go in. This one beehive doesn't attack us, and I think I'm gonna use the bullfrog here. So it's gonna block them from dealing damage, at least one of them. And it's gonna deal 2 damage in the face to our opponents. So let's start it. For 2 turns I'm saved. So you just saw what had happened. He dealt damage to my frog and to me, and then he turned his cards upside down, and it even has a different cover, like 2 fishes and the tail, to show that the creature is still there, it's just under the water. Really interesting. Really interesting. What we can do here, I'm gonna take squirrel and I'm gonna put the skunk here to block another one. Because Kingfisher has a 1-1. It has only one attack. And opposing the skunk, it doesn't have attack at all. So let's go. 2 more damage to him. Kingfisher kills the bullfrog. And this one cannot attack. Really, really good. So let's see what we have here. Wolf Cub. Gonna play it next turn. Now I'm not attacking at all. I don't have attack. He deals 1 damage to me. Let's put the Wolf Cub here. Even if he puts the River Otter here, above the Kingfisher, he will not be able to use it. So we're fine. We're dealing 3 damage. It's exact to win this party. Okay, so here's a new symbol on the map. It's a bear trap. Let's see what it's gonna give to us. You were stopped along the way by a trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. Care to look at my pelts? The trapper dealt in teeth, the type collected from battle. So this is what I was talking about. Is when we do more damage than needed to defeat the enemy in a fight, we're getting some teeth. It's like equivalent of money, golden teeth here. And for those teeth, we are able to buy the pelts. So he gives us the one pelt for free, of course the cheapest one, and we can allow ourselves to buy more. See the quality? Yeah, all good. How much we have? So to put them like on a rows nearby, in two rows nearby, we just press on the teeth and it's easier to see how many of them you have instead of trying to go right and left trying to count them. All good. So we have 10. We can allow ourselves to buy this golden pelt because the more expensive the pelt, the better card we can get in exchange. And of course, it also can block more damage on the field. You're leaving already? Please consider me pelts. I already got what I need, so thanks for your business. The man assured you to the value of the pelts. They appear to be useless in a fight, but he mentioned that the trader further down the path would reward you for them. And this is where we can exchange the useless, as he said, pelts to the valuable cards. Okay. What do we see here? Against the fire, against the sacrifice, and the backpack. We already got the card from the backpack. We don't need more because it's gonna be too much. Of course, it's good to have two cards that give you items, but we can try to go and give our skunk or beehive some damage or make someone more tanky. So let's see. Okay, this time it's tankiness. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. There is room for a creature around the fire, one said. The warmth will enhance its health, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but could not stop licking their lips. So now we're thinking about... They are acting that, they're very hungry. So there is a higher probably chance that we're gonna lose our our card, so I would prefer to give some health to the skunk. Not only because I'm gonna make him more tanky, but also because if this card gonna be gone, if they will eat my poor skunk, in that case I will not be sad about it, because I don't want to lose the good cards. The health of the skunk was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. So yeah, it's becoming more and more dangerous to go on these campfires. So Totem Fights. Totem Fight for us. This time it's insects. It's me. It's insects having this sigil with blocking the flyers. Alright for me. Let's go. I will wait for the next turn to put the wolf on a table. 1, 2, wolf, and I will put him here on a free space. 3 damage, so he deals 3 damage back to me. Tack, tack, tack. Now we're gonna take the stoats and put him here. -1B, 3 more damage. Now it's gonna be 3 damage to me again. Strange larva is interesting and good. Let's wait for it to be useful, because I cannot put it on the table yet. Actually, I can, instead of... Yeah, I can sacrifice my stoat. He's like, wow, seriously? And yeah, I'm seriously. I don't like to sacrifice him, but it was needed. So now we're gonna deal 3 damage by wolf to the mantis and beehive. Why? Because wolf has 3 attack. Wolf has 3 damage. Deals 3 damage, I'm sorry. To mantis, and mantis has only 1 health. So all the damage that goes higher, like 3 -1, it has... there's 2 left. 2 damage left. It's gonna be on a beehive, and beehive gonna be dead too. So now you're gonna see it. Over damage. And we got the bee. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you. So yeah, this is how it played, and it's very handy sometimes. Larva is growing. Let's see what we can do here. The bee. We're gonna use the beam. Put it here. It's gonna kill this one, so it's gonna be only 1 damage to my face. And here, at least. These 2 moves in, and it's gonna be 3 damage, yeah, instead of 1. I'm very close, but now, as we can see, there's a Mothman, which deals 7 damage, and it's flying creature. That's what I was talking, that it was worth of waiting for. So now we're gonna deal 11 damage to his face. No. It's gonna be 8 damage to his face because... No, actually not, because he has a sigil that... Yeah, Mighty Leap. He's blocking my Mothman, so it's gonna be only 1 damage to him. If I understand correctly. So let's think about it, Do not lose, because we have only 1 health left on the scale. And since I don't want to use these items for now, let's see. Mothman attacks the bee in front of him and kills it. Wolf deals 3 damage to the bee in front of him and also kills it. The bee here deals 1 damage to the face, so for now it's fine. In the next turn, the worker ant gonna kill it. So it's 1 damage to him, to his face, and 1 damage to my face. So Reverse Sniper cannot block it, Beehive cannot block it either. But yeah, we need that 1 damage to be dealt to him to be equal in the turn. So all good. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3. 1 damage to me, 1 damage to the bee. All good. And we put the beehive here just because we can. Because here 10 damage and it's more than enough to win. And even 1 over damage. 1 golden tooth. Alright, all good. We're going very well for now. It's all good. I like it. And here we have the new icon here. It's the shop. It's the shopkeeper. You encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? And here we can trade. Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. I can trade you any of these. Take your time. So we can watch what she offers to us and think about what we want or can offer. I have only 1 rabbit pelt. You can exchange up to 4, I think, at the same time. So because I have only 1, I must choose wisely. What do we have here? Let's start with something we don't want. We don't want a moose buck. Why? Because it's too expensive. It's 3 sacrifices need to be done. Even though it's quite powerful, it's also moving all around the table. So it attacks, it moves, it attacks, it moves, and he pushes away everyone who's on his way. That's also not good. We don't want Grizzly. Even though it's also quite powerful, it's 4 damage, 6 health. It also costs a lot. We don't want the River Otter because it goes down under the water and the damage that the card oppose him dealt, it is going to our face. We don't want it. For now, Raven Egg for its sigil looks good. Beehive for its sigil looks good. Porcupine is okay-ish because of the sigil. It's Sharp Quills. Once a card bearing the sigil is struck, the striker is then dealt a single damage point. So, as we understand, if a creature attacks the porcupine, it will get 1 damage back in the same turn, even if the porcupine dies. Porcupine looks good, Beehive looks good, Raven Egg looks good because of the sigil. Mole is okay-ish, it's tanky, but it doesn't block the flyers. It always gonna go on the place opposing the creature which is dealing damage at this specific moment. So if you have if the enemy has 2 attacking cards, it's gonna jump in front of 1 and then the second of them. Let's say the description. Borrower. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing the sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Yeah, it's very good, but unfortunately it doesn't block the flyers. If it would be blocking the flyers, it would be just perfect. All right. We already have a beehive. We have the wolf cub. Let's see. I would say raven egg because of sigil and transfer it to someone to make them grow and become more strong. Either porcupine because it can attack back. Let's go for a raven egg. I'm fine with it. Is that a golden pelt? Magnificent. So here we are for our golden pelt. And we can choose one card too. We already have a strange larva. Rayuli, as we already understood, is too expensive. We already have a pack rat. But the gek here is very, very, very good. Why it's good? It doesn't have sigil, so it can be a host of any sigil we can find and suit to him. And it doesn't have a cost, so it can be also be either +1 sacrifice in the first turn if we're gonna have an opportunity for that. Either it can be just the first attacking creature we can put on the deck for free. So that's very, very, very good. These spells are most excellent, my thanks. Wonderful, wonderful. We got 2 really good cards. And now we're gonna choose again. I don't want to go to the bonfire. Why? Because they might just kill the creature, as we saw. I don't want more pack rats. I will go to the Sacrificial Stone. Let's see. Picking the host, let it be a small gek. And what can we choose for our small gek? I will not sacrifice the strange larva. It's too good. Wolf cub is also good. Bullfrog we use for blocking the flying creatures. I don't want it to be the small gek. Stinkiness, no. Beehive, no. Because small gecko is only like 1 health. It doesn't take much damage. But the raven egg sigil looks quite well. So we're gonna make him grow. We could also use him for pack rat, actually. Yeah, let's give it pack rat. We're gonna lower the cost of the item we're gonna get, even though the creature is not as strong as the pack rat was. Let's see. Now we're gonna have him in the first turn, so 2 damage from Coyote, 1 damage from Kingfisher, 1 damage from another Kingfisher, 4 damage in my face, so... We can go like this with the beehive. We can put a small gek here. As you can see, he tried to add the items to our inventory, but it's already full, so it's not possible. And we exchange him for the strange larva. So let's go. We got 1 bee. We're gonna exchange bee for the skunk. And let's see what we actually can do, because even if we block the coyote, and we will block the coyote, there is 3 flying creatures that are opposing us right now, and that's quite dangerous. We're getting 3 damage here for sure, because we don't have any creatures that can block the flyers. And +2 from Coyote. Coyote need to be blocked anyways. And it can be blocked by the bee, I think. But only 3 damage. is enough for him to defeat us. And this is something we don't want. So let's do it this way. We can deal him 1 damage. Here. Through the coyote. Coyote in the next turn gonna kill the bee. It's fine. Plus 3 damage here. So we deal 1. He deals 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be fine. And we're gonna have a Mothman on the next turn. So it should be fine. Let's try it out. 1, 3, 3, and yeah, we're saved. And this turn, it's gonna be better. So here's squirrel and the skunk here to tank it. Now Mothman deals 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he deals me 1, 2, 3 damage back, so it's gonna be on a neutral position. All should be good. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think we can just deal damage with the Mothman and win. Okay. Again, on our way, 2 things. The bonfire and the sacrificing stone. And as we can see, this big symbol here means that they're gonna be a big boss again. We already saw one, Prospector, and this is gonna be the new one. So let's prepare ourselves to the boss fight. I think we can just sacrifice a raven egg to any other creature because I don't want to risk at the bonfire. Let's see what card we can have here. The Omnipresent Mole. It burrows and emerges to block any landborne attacker. Okay, that's not bad. Next one. A Stalwart Snapper. A near impenetrable defense. Well, yeah, 6 HP. I didn't actually use him much in the game, but because it costs quite a lot. And the third one is Mantis. What we gonna do? Mole is good, but we will take the Mantis and give him the sigil. And you're gonna see what's gonna happen. If I calculate everything correctly. Alright. So the host, Mantis, and the sacrifice is a raven egg. And let's see. Let's go to the boss fight and see what we got out of the Mantis. My boss battles are high stakes tests of your aptitude. With one flame you will either overcome them or die. Fear not, I will let you keep the smoke. And here's the smoke. Also free card, but only available in boss fights. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotten fish and rose to his feet. I am the angler. Go fish. And here we go. Another boss. Lucky draw. Alright, so we have 2 cards, 2 free cards. One of them is a squirrel, as usually, and second one is a smoke. Free card available only in a boss fight. We can go with a bullfrog that gonna block the kingfisher. That's a good idea. And we're gonna use a smoke. So here goes the bullfrog. Here gonna go the wolf cub to deal more damage. He's gonna evolve on the next turn, so it's gonna be all good. Which fish? Hard choose. And in this turn, he gonna hook one of our creatures to his side. And since we don't want it, we're gonna take one small squirrel and put it here. Fresher fish, easy choose. And he gonna instantly go on another card. And it's easier to give him squirrel because it doesn't attack. It's not gonna do any harm to us. Tack tack. And we dealt him enough damage to beat his first stage, but on the second, he's gonna block us. Too fast, too soon. And now it is quite hard for us. Fine. It is quite hard for us to block him, but let's try it out at least. He's gonna kill us, I think. But at least we're gonna try. 1, 2, 3. Now he attacks. He's clearing the board. And yeah, here we are. We cannot do much right now. We technically cannot do anything anymore because the card we have now in our hand demands sacrifice, and Black Goat, even if we take one, it still demands one sacrifice. And yeah, so we lost, but it's all scripted, don't worry. We're gonna have our revenge later. He deals a lot of damage. How much actually? 4 by 4, it's like 16 damage he dealt to me in one turn with all these bears. He's... we can see the cellar of the cabin. Ceiling, I'm sorry. The ceiling. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. So every time we die here, we're gonna create the death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. Okay. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. So he gave us several cards. We can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. So we're gonna see which one costs less. We're taking one from here, I think. A cost of 1 blood from the strange larva. And another, this time I will use its power and health, the numbers. So we're gonna take a wolf, we want it to be more powerful, right? And the most powerful here between 2 wolves and beehive is any of the wolves. 3 power and 2 health from the wolf. Here's the numbers. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. So let's see, we have a small geck with a sigil of a backpack. We might get the flyer blocking sigil or the growing one from the wolf cub. And this one is actually looking the best. A sigil of fledgling from the wolf cub. I never did ask for your name. Let's say Abigail. Yes. There is now but one final matter. The portrait. Let's see. Are you ready? You don't need to smile. Okay. Our very first death card. The story goes. Here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. The resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. You can gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. So now we not only have the sacrifices, but we also have another equivalent of payment here is bones. And we will see just in a second how it's working. Let's put this toad here. So when we sacrifice the squirrel, we see a bone token. It was created. From the death of your creature, you have gained a bone. You will not lose this until it is spent or the battle ends. So until the battle, we're gonna gain bones, but in the beginning of the next battle, we're not gonna have them. We will need to gain them again from the beginning. And some creatures give more bones when they die. Some creatures give you bones because they're on the table and because of the sigils. So yeah, we'll find it out. Rattler gonna kill our Stoat, which is very sad. And in that case, we got the second bone. Here they are. And now with 2 bones here, we can put on the table the small possum for 2 bones. And it's gonna kill the Rattler. And another one comes, unfortunately. So let's keep putting on the table our cards and over damage him as fast as we can. And remember about the damage that can be dealt, like, to transfer it into teeth. Oh, I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. Okay. It's beside the safe. Okay. What I know we can do here is we're taking the book. And here we have this symbol. And now there is numbers. 2, 7, 3. There is nothing more roundish here. It really reminds us the safe. So let's go to the safe. We again saw the hand here. 2, 7, 3. We open the safe, and what we see here? A stink bug. Oh, hello. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape that iron crypt. Is this toad around? This stunted wolf? This madness must end. Put that away, he said to us. But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it and we're gonna play that card. It's the first card we're finding here in the cabin, and there are gonna be more of them. And we also found a key. And key, as we know, was required to this drawer. Also, meanwhile, here on the skull, we can see from 1 to 5 golden teeth time to time, so we can fetch it for free. Caged wolf is still caged. Here is the second smoke that we can put in a good use. And here, the drawer shows us 2 riddles that we need to solve. This one is the most simple one. We just need to deal damage. It's really looking the same like our playing table, so we just need to put 5 damage to him and press the button and it opens. And the same logic gonna be to the another one next here. And we found another card, small skink. I forgot I had put that there. Very well. You might add it to your deck. And I will deal you one every so often. Okay, all good. We have the painting here, which we also need to observe. So let's see. Here we also need to deal 5 damage, but it's not that easy because of these lizards here. Here we can put one away. Here's 3 damage. This one is flyer, it cannot damage much. Let's see and calculate how we can solve this problem. We put 1 damage here. Clear. This one, this sigil, shows that it will detach the tail to avoid the damage and move to the side. So if we damage it like this, it will not die. Here will be left the tail, and the creature gonna go here, blocking the damage from this part. So we're not gonna damage it, and we're gonna have 5 clear damage here. 3, 1, and 1. Very nice. And we found 2 more cards. Formidable creatures, those ants. Very well. I will add them to your deck and make them available for future challengers. Nice. By solving 2 riddles here, we opened 2 more, so let's go for them. Now here's also some lizards and some ants, which we already opened. And how can we attack here? I think we just need to move them here all up. It's gonna give us 1, 2, 3, 4. For ants gonna deal 4 damage each. So more ants on the table you have, the more damage they're gonna deal. Let's try it out. It's not enough. If it's gonna be like that. Nice. Now it works. And we found the caged wolf. Just like the one we're having nearby our opponent, right? On the table. Curious. And we took it. And the only one riddle left here. So let's see what we can do. We already saw this symbol. It's attacking on diagonals. So it's not gonna attack the opposing creature. It's gonna attack here and here. And we don't want that. Why? Because here is one small lizard that gonna lose the tail and escape. But we cannot avoid dealing it. Can we avoid here? No. It's also not movable. Here is some tiles are movable and some are not. So let's at least try to deal as much as we can. Maybe like that. Nope. Also 2. Then maybe like that. No. Maybe like that. Okay, these 2 are not movable. And we need to build our attack around them. Let's say it like that. Okay, so these 2 are standing on its places. If I move this one out, this creature gonna escape here. Maybe like that? Mm-mm. 3, 2. Hmm. This deals damage to this one anyway. We need to block this one, I think, here. But if we put this one here, even if it's gonna hit here, it's gonna damage this small creature with the quills and die. 1 damage, then 1 here. We don't put it here, it gives only 1. Maybe like that. Because I'm trying to block it from both sides so it cannot escape. Okay, for now I cannot do that. We will come back to it later. So, oil painting. Here, as we can see, there is some kind of analog of... Well, pretty much the same as our playing table, right? Here is the attacking side, our opponent's side, and our side. And here we have 2 cards that are placed, certain cards placed in specific places. 1 squirrel on the left and 1 wolf on the right. And we need to do the same. So we keep that in mind. Squirrel on the left corner and wolf on the right corner. We take our figurine and bring it back. Let us continue. And we continue our way. On the card, we're still wandering. The major coyote. But what did you expect for only 4 bones? So yeah, now he will also offer us the cards with the cost of bones. Next one is the rattler. The nefarious rattler, a brittle creature, once past its monstrous fangs. And the last one is the unkillable cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying, and this is a really, really, really good card because of the sigil. It's not gonna die, it's gonna return to your hand every single time it's killed. You know, you're free to get up again, to keep your blood flowing. But I don't want to. We're gonna keep going. Alright, we can take one item. Let it be the black goat. Battle time? Stingbug. You again. Indeed! Our friend freed me. Well, I basically told them how to do it. No, he didn't. You got a plan? We have another friend here. You've got to be... I wouldn't call him a friend. But I suppose we are in a dip this time. So they know something, they know each other, as we understand. The Stoat told the Stingbug that he actually told us where to find him, but we found it out ourselves. But yes, if we wouldn't find it out ourselves, he would tell us what to do. So that's also good. Let's see what gonna we have opposing us in the next turn. It's a wolf cub and coyote. Let's do it with the stone. You are lacking of the bones for that creature. Yeah, I forgot. Sting bug also goes for the bones. So yeah, let's go like that. Coyote attacks the Stoat, and Stoat is blocking, so for now we're fine. Worker ant goes here. We have 2 bones to put the sting bug on the table. More damage is merrier. Drawing a new card. And we can wait for the next turn to place it. And ding! And 4 damage. 1 to get enough to win, and 3 extra. If you desire it, you may stand now. It will allow me to time to plan. But okay, I will stand up just to make sure he not gonna repeat it again and again. I am no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. Yeah, sure. We keep in mind that we actually touched a lot of stuff here, right? Okay. Beaver. Oh, I skipped the description of the beaver. I'm sorry. Here is the sigil. Dam Builder. When a card bearing this sigil is played, a dam is created on each empty adjustment space. A dam is defined as 0 power to health. So it's pretty much the blocker on the sides of the beaver. And look who we got here! It's an Abigail! It's our death card. And among all of them, Abigail looks the best, pretty much. It's a good price, it's a very good attack power, it's fledgling, so we're gonna take it. Next stop, Packrat. Because Packrat is always better than the bonfire. Your pack was full, but a small critter approached. The prudent packrat never doubts the utility of a well-stocked pack. Yeah, we read that before, but I still... Oh, still going. Yeah, it's a good game. It's just the second run. So yeah, we got our first death card here. Look, it's Abigail. Look familiar? Okay, so let's start. Wolfcap gonna oppose the Grand Fear, and he will need at least 2 turns to put the fear down, and we gonna deal a lot of damage with Abigail in this and the next turn as well. So all good. 4-4, even better, even better. And we won this turn. 2 damage extra, it means 2 teeth. Now we're gonna go here and then to the Sacrificial Stone. River Otter. Ah, the elusive otter. It submerges itself during my turn. The regal moose. The creatures of the wild make way for it. And coyote. We actually don't need any of them because they're so useless. We don't really need them at all. But I will take coyote because it attacks with 2 and costs 4 bones. So let's have some cards for the cost of the bones. Sacrificial Stone. Let's see who's gonna be the host. We're gonna keep the cockroach for an or we're gonna give it to a skink. Yes, we're gonna give it to a skink. That's a very good idea. That's a very, very, very good idea. Yes. Because the sigil which you put on the skink is actually... Well, you will see pretty much. I will try to show as fast as I can. We're gonna put... 2 sacrifices, I see. 1 and 2, it's 3 it's 3 damage to my face. No, Let's calculate. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna put the stone here, so he gonna block the damage from Coyote. That's already good. Then we're gonna sacrifice him on the next turn. Or a caged wolf. Yes. All good. One more squirrel, and now we're gonna exchange them both for the caged wolf. So Coyote will keep damage here. It will block. And we will freeze the wolf and gonna see what's gonna happen. 1 damage again. It's all good. I'm gonna put Abigail here, so should be all fine. So we're not gonna win on the next turn, so it's all calculated. 4 damage. And 2 damage to the wolf. And the cage was unlocked. What was that? And we will see what was that. Alright. We pretty much won this. Just need to be a bit more patient, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen to that wolf. So we're standing up and go see our wolf. And now he's free. And the only place where we can put it is here. And we got the dagger. You finally pried my special dagger from the paws of that squirrel. Thought you may wish that you hadn't. So yeah, now we have a dagger on our side here. One of the tools was exchanged for a dagger, I think. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I again skipped the description of the bat. Wow. Casey. I don't know who is the Casey. So let's see. Casey costs 1 sacrifice. It has 2 health and 1 attack power, but it can strike twice. What do we have here? We have 2 wolves, stink bug, which is changing the face. As you can see, it was looking different. I think in this case, the wolf cub actually looks most... the bestest. He looks the best. Is there any other sigils I can transfer? Don't think so, only if it's a wolf cub, for example, to the stone, but wolf cub is actually has a better stats. Do I want another pack rat? I don't think so. But we can transfer the sigil of a pack rat to someone, for example, to the stoat. Let's do this. Okay, so the stoat and the pack rat. Yeah, alright. So interactive cards. And again, Prospector Boss. He gave us the smoke and the incessant clanging reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure. It was the Prospector! Hee-haw! Alright, so let's see what our skin can do. We're gonna put him here straight away. No, here. So many bones, yeah? Yeah. Now, as we saw, we got 4 bones for sacrificing the smoke. Smoke now gives bones. And we're gonna put the wolf cub here. So let's see. Tack, tack. 2 damage dealt, and he gonna attack us with a coyote. And now we see it's hard to call it cowardly. The skink, if there is an empty space nearby the skink, it will just throw away the tail and move on the side. So yeah, it should be good, because the tail has the same sigil as the skink. So coyote kills the tail, but I got the tail back in my hand without the skink. So it's pretty much the free space. So strange, why can't I remember his name? I believe I lost some of my memory in the flash. So they keep telling us something new, something we didn't know before, and it's very interesting because there is still interactions like with we understand that there was something for these cards before becoming cards. It was the creatures or it was people, but we don't know it for sure yet. So yeah, let's see. Now we can use the wiggling tail as a free sacrifice. For example, if we want to block the coyote, we can do it forever. If we want, we can sacrifice it for putting another creature on the deck. For now, we just keep damaging. Coyote again kills the wiggling tail. Another coyote kills the skink. And now what we can do? We can put the wiggling tail on the board. Then we find our skink here. We kill the wiggling tail. We sacrifice it for the skink. We got it back in our hand, and we put the skink on exact the same place where the first coyote attacks. Why? Because it again gonna move to the place to avoid the damage and block damage from both coyotes. Meanwhile, we're killing the mule here. Really smart, huh? Okay. Dagnabbit! Says the prospector to us, and here we see that we got a lot of cards. We just need to deal some more damage to him, and it's gonna be on the phase 2. On phase 2, he gonna attack my cards and turn them into gold. And for this king, I am not afraid because it's gonna go back to my hand. Same with the wiggling tail. Now we have 2 wriggling tails in our hands, so it's 2 sacrifices. It's very, very, very good. We don't need to take the squirrels anymore. It's pretty much enough of having these wriggling tails now. Right? Where was it? Or do I have one? I have one. Well, I thought I have both of them. Well, even one is still good. They're gonna clear two places for us. Okay, so wriggling tail here. Skink. Gonna go here to kill the coyote. Now we're gonna put back the wriggling tail again. And it's gonna come back to my hand. Now what we're gonna do is we put the wriggling tail on the table. And we're gonna sacrifice both skink and wriggling tail on to put the wolf on. And again use the wriggling tail to put the skink. So yeah, it's pretty much like that. Bloodhound gonna kill it, yeah. Ah, no? Because the snake actually freed the space for us, that's really good. Now we have 2 wriggling tails, so yeah. What we have here, a possum. Let's put that possum here. And we want the prospector. So yeah, having The unkillable sigil on the skink is extremely profitable. Really, really, really good. Very well. You may choose a rare card. We already have a pack rat. Gek is good. Rayuli is not. So Gek it is. Also good to have the Undying sigil on the Gek. Also really good. Okay, so we are again in the wetlands on our way to the angler. Now we're making our way we are making our way faster. And what I was thinking about is to first go to the skull. Only one tooth, but still good. And again to see this riddle because I'm not sure. How can I do it? And I'm still thinking, like, I did it somehow, right? I did it before, but I cannot do it anymore. Okay, maybe then I will think and find the decision. We still remember squirrel and a wolf, squirrel left and wolf right. Keep it in mind. Would be really nice to get one more cockroach. Alpha, frog, and otter. Let's take alpha. Alpha is better. Alpha give us the power-ups. As we can read, the leader. Creatures adjacent to a card bearing the sigil gain 1 power. So, what we can do, we can choose the host. I will not give it to the gecko, because for gecko I will still try to find one more cockroach to give him immortality. But we can exchange it to this one, which is very good. Empower me, says the stink bug, and we do. Look, there's a third talking card somewhere around here. Personally, I hate the guy. Biggest killjoy ever. But he's the only one of us with a plan to get things back to normal. So now we know that there's 3 talking cards here in the cabin. They know that there should be one more, and they don't know where. We need to find it. Alright, so what can we play here? Bullfrog, Stoat. I don't need item, but bad play. Yeah, I agree, but still we're blocking the damage. That's already good. Ouch. Alright, so let's do it this way. We're gonna block the squirrel, and the next turn I will be able to play card for the bones. Here and here. Oh, Rattler. Not good, not good. I agree. Coyote needs 4. We can take 1 squirrel from here. Put it in a good use with the working ant, because he gonna kill the Rattler. Then we're gonna use Coyote here 1, 2, 3. 1 damage. Other gonna kill the opossum. We're still fine with what we have. We can put the Abigail here to clear the table. And we're gonna deal over damage to him. And even put the small gek in the end. We still didn't get the cards on the table as shown on the picture, on the oil painting, but I hope we will be able to do that soon. Okay, Beehive gonna go with us. I'm just thinking about what can I transfer from the sigils, and do I need to? Or we're gonna go, well, yeah, we're gonna go for the backpack. Some bone tokens for a rainy night. And we're gonna get the bones because we have some cards with the bone cost. Okay, 4 damage incoming in the next turn. What we can do here? We can put here our death card. We're gonna deal 3 damage, they're gonna deal 4. It will be good. It will be bearable, let's say it this way. That would be more correct. Next turn, I'm gonna deal to him 4 damage. We can block the coyote with the worker ants. Here, now we have 2 bones. 4 damage in his face. And 1 kills the coyote. And here we have 2 damage. So 2 clear damage for him. 1, 2. All good. In the next turn, we're killing him. We're winning this fight. We're not killing him because it continues. All right, Trapper again. I have the most exquisite pelts. The first is free. Okay. All right. We have 1 rabbit pelt and we can allow ourselves the golden pelt. And 1 more wolf pelt. So now we're fine. Much appreciated. And we're gonna go further. Here is a trader, and I really want to exchange the pelts. So let's go here. Let's go here. We're gonna take 1 more pack rat, which we will need to transfer. But in the meantime, the trader is in a priority. And after it, there is a Sacrificial Stone. Also good. Also what we're looking for to transfer the sigil of the pack rat. Alright, so we can use belts for blocking the damage, which is good, but not against the Kingfisher because it's a flyer. Go away. Go away, spider. Go away. Go. Thank you. Coyote gonna bite the fear. Another one bites the fear. Okay, then let's put it like this for the skink. We don't have any bones here for now. 2 damage to me. There's no point to put there a squirrel or a rabbit pelt anyways. 2 damage. Now what we have here. Let's do it this way. We're gonna put some strength into them because now we have the sigil of the leader on a sting bug. We empowered the skink and the squirrel, so that's really good. Kingfisher cannot attack. This one deals only 1 damage. That's all good for us. Wolf. I will wait. For now, I will not sacrifice anyone for the wolf. 1 damage. Here, yeah. I forgot that the squirrel there will not survive. But we can put here the pelt, and it also will be empowered. And also with the leader sigil, you can empower the stumps, the boulders, golden nuggets, and the fears. All good? So the trader, and we're very close to the second boss again. Hopefully this time we're gonna defeat him. Let's see. We already know that for hair pelts we're gonna get normal cards, so we just choose wisely here. And I think I'm gonna go for the alpha again. With the wolf pelts, it's gonna be a bit better cards. It's the same like with the suit sigil, like this. So it's already a bit better cards. And maybe we take the Mantis. Yeah, the Mantis looks good. And with golden pelts you can get the rare cards. And what we have here, it's Ouroboros. And Ouroboros, it's actually a unique card. So every time Ouroboros dies, not only it goes back to your hand, it also gains +1 power and +1 health, so you can empower him quite fast. And so, even that, the fact that he's costing 2 sacrifices now, later you pretty much will see that it was worth it, because it's just one of the most unique cards in the game. All right, what can I do? I think I wanted to give the pack rat to something, but now I'm thinking maybe I should empower Ouroboros even more. Or I can give the Undying Sigil to the Gek and just play the game how it is. In the meantime, I can give Ouroboros the Backrat Sigil, and it will give me item every single time I will put him on a desk. Let's do it this way. Ouroboros, gaining Sigil from the Backrat. Should be worth. Alright. Very nice. And we're gonna try to get our revenge on the Angler. The mud tugged hard at your feet, forcing you to slow your pace. A rank odor caused your stomach to churn and your eyes to water. It was a rotten fish that hung from the branches around you. A huge man approached. Go, fish. Alright, so with what we're gonna start? We're gonna start with the smoke because it's gonna give us bones. So the incoming cards with the bone cost gonna give us a lot. We take the Mantis because it attacks in diagonals, but it gonna grow. And when it gonna grow, you're gonna see. And the rest gonna keep them for a while. Okay, Mantis attacks twice. Good, very good. Stale fish. Hard choose. And now when he's aiming for our... Yeah, now you see the Mantis evolved to a Mantis god. It attacks to the 3 sides. So there is some features you just need to remember about the cards, and it's very handy. We're taking the squirrel, put it on the side. New fish, easy choose. And he gonna block him. I could put the squirrel here on the place of Kingfisher to block his damage, but it's still fine. And let's see what else we have here. We can put the alpha straight away, but for now let's just keep it how it is. We're dealing 2 damage. It's all good. Yeah, we're fine, we're fine. So we just can take more squirrels and block him to get less damage. But he gonna grab the squirrel only on after his units attacked you. So you need to be careful with that. Now it's becoming harder for me. Why? Because we shouldn't attack the bait bucket, or if we attack the bait bucket, we really need to kill something under it very fast, or block it every single turn. So what we can do here, we can sacrifice them for this and squirrel here. It will also allow us to unlock what the picture hides. You saw it? The screen shaked a bit. It means that we unlocked something. Okay, Wolf gonna attack here. It's 3 damage. The buckets are still fine. We can draw 1 more squirrel on the next turn and put there the ant queen. All good. So here goes the ant queen. And alpha here. So we're gonna deal a bit more damage than we need. This is what I was really afraid of. It's a great white, because it deals 4 damage, even though it's only 2 health, but it's hide underwater. You cannot really attack it. But we do enough to just beat him. And that's really, really good for us. Need a light. And we beat the second boss of this game. Your reward. And let's choose another rare card. Gek, or Ayuli, or Strange Larva. We already have a small Gek. Larva takes 2 turns to actually start dealing damage, which might be lethal for us, but it's still good. But having 2 free Geks in the hand is really more useful, in my opinion. You considered one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank odor deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. Let me think. A frigid gust of wind billowed unwelcome into your lungs. The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. You had ascended to the snow line. So here we are, trying to continue our way. You arrived at the inky black mouth of a cave. There's a new event that we can now find on the map. A strange beast lurked within. It spoke. That's one of my trials, and I will be yours, in a raspy voice. I don't think that my voice is raspy enough, but I tried. 3 creatures will be drawn from your deck. They will decide your success or failure. It spoke again. You will choose a trial. So now we're gonna see what they offer to us, what kind of trials they offer to us, and we can choose one. After that, he will draw 3 cards from our deck randomly. So let's see. It's a trial of bones. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 5 bones combined to pass. Then the next one. The trial of wisdom. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 3 sigils among them to pass. And the last one is the trial of blood. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 4 blood combined to pass. Now when we know all the trials that among which we can choose, we can see with which one gonna be more suitable for us. For example, I'm not sure that if we pick the bone trial, we will be able to pass because we don't have many creatures that are having bones in the coast. So I think it's not what we need. It's either sigil, because some creatures even have 2 sigils, and there is most of the creatures that have it rather than don't. And blood trial, I don't know. I think I will take this one. Let's try it out. I think we have more chances with that. Yes, we passed. 2 from the Mantis, 0 from the Gek, and 1 from the End Queen. You have passed the trial. The beast revealed itself. It was. And now we can choose among 3 cards he's offering to us which one we're gonna pick. And it's definitely not gonna be Grizzly. It's not gonna be Elk. It's gonna be a Magpie. Why? Because even though it costs 2 sacrifices, it can grow, so it will deal more damage on the next turn and have more health. Also, one of her sigils, Hoarder, allows us to pick the card from our deck. When a card bearing this sigil is played, you may search your deck for any card and take it into your hand. And this is extremely useful. So we're gonna take the Magpie with us. The inhabited Magpie joined your menagerie. And we're gonna go further. Okay. What awaits us here? I don't remember. I have 3 items. It means that we don't really need to go to search for the backpack. And I think I have enough. Yeah, I have two creatures with the backpack sigil. So yeah, let's go for the bonfire this time. And let's see which one is the least I'm gonna be. Let it be possum. Let it be possum. I'm gonna try it once. We increased his health, and we're running away with our possum. We're actually on our way to the 3rd boss of the game, and I wonder will we be able to beat the 3rd boss or not. I don't think so. I don't like this totem because it gives to the birds, it gives the opportunity to detach their tail like the skink does. So we really need to kill them fast. At least start to kill them fast, to be honest. For example, here it's blocked. It cannot really move anywhere, so it will not leave the tail instead of it. We really need to aim for this one, for the raven egg on this side, because here is no card, it can move. In the meantime, since it's not gonna attack us in the first turn, we're gonna take care of the next turn in about that. So we're gonna use the skink now here. So the porcupine gonna try to attack it. It's gonna move and take detach the tail. It's really good for us. So let's see how it's gonna be. Yes, it's all what we need. And we're gonna take one more card here. Yes. 1, 2, 3. wolf goes here to kill the raven egg. Raven egg gonna move here. This one gonna move here. And we're gonna put this one here. Put like this. All good. Not that good, but better than it could be. Okay, let's see. Dangerous, I would say. Okay. Let's be honest. Stoat cannot deal with the raven here. We're gonna exchange him. 1, 2. Here comes a wolf. And because raven cannot go on a free place, there's no free place here for him. He's blocked with the porcupine. It's gonna be easy for us. We're gonna block here. Skin gonna try to attack this raven. This raven not gonna move. I see, it's without the sigil. But at least we're somehow good on the damage scale. Ouroboros, that's really, really, really good. Let's do this. Tack, tack, tack. Now we're gonna kill him to put the skunk on the table. Now Ouroboros has plus 2 and 2 on his health and attack. And we can boost him a bit here because we have an opportunity for that. Yeah, every single time I can get the item for it, but... What is the point here is just to make him more strong, that he can help us in the nearest future, maybe on the boss. So we're just gonna boost him a bit. Every single time he dies, it gains +1, +1, +1 health and +1 attack. It's pretty much abusing, but it's really, really useful. It might take a while, I think. Tack, tack. Tail again. Ouroboros again. I don't know, is there actually a limit for Ouroboros of gaining health and attack? But I saw that in Steam there is a lot of screenshots that people are boosting it in a very, very big numbers. It's ridiculous. Let's take a bit of time and just boost him a bit more. Just because we can. Trust me, it's not just boring to watch. It's really boring to do. Because it takes a lot of time for me to press these buttons again and again, again and again. But trust me, it's really worth it. If we're gonna boost him here. And even if we die in this run, Ouroboros still will not lose its power and health. So believe me, it's worth of boosting Ouroboros at any time of the game. As you can see on the left side from us, there's a big pile of bones that we got from sacrificing the creatures, and it's growing and growing because we're gaining bone from each time we're killing the creature. Let's put it on a good order. Clink. And now we feel ourselves pretty much like in casino. Playing with this money bars, or how it called. Now you pretty much can feel yourself like a gambling. Okay, well, maybe a bit more. Just a little bit, not much. It's already 17. Let's put it to 21, just for fun. Not long time left. Okay, it's 19. So just a couple more times and it's all gonna be fine. You can hear how the small bone tokens are falling down. Okay, now it's 21. All good. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna put him here on the free space. Just because we can. And he's gonna win us the game, and dang it. Yep, and some extra damage teeth if we want to buy something. If we're gonna meet the trapper. Grizzly again. The longhorn. And this one's. Now we can see the new symbol here. The mirror. And if we try to read it in the book, it actually doesn't show us much. It's covered with ink. But what I can tell you, it reflects the damage of opposing creature. Of the creature that is placed on the opposite place. So we're gonna take this because it costs not that much. It's more useful for us. Let's see. What do we have here? Or actually, can we just take a look at the sacrifices we can do? Yeah, let's take an alpha. And he gonna go to the wolf cub. Not bad. Not the best, not the worst either. We're just lowering the price of it, let's say it like this. Okay. 2 ravens, 1 porcupine. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, because on this turn it's gonna grow and it's gonna kill 1 ego. We're not gonna put something here. We're not gonna put the mantis here. Why? Because he gonna kill himself on the porcupine, attacking porcupine. So let's just put it how it is. And the next turn we will be able to kill the wolf cub. Yes. We will not kill the raven, but still. Or we just sacrifice all the creatures on our side and put Ouroboros and it's gonna be the win. Yep, Ouroboros for the wins. Let's go with the trapper. There is a trader nearby, so it shouldn't be too... It shouldn't take too long to exchange it for the cards. Have a free one. I can take 2 golden pelts, and that's it. I don't have to spend all my money, actually. Now, which creature I will not be sad to lose? Let it be Coyote. Nice. That's it. Totem Fight. Oh, here's a new symbol. We can sacrifice the creature there to get the token for the bones, to get more bones in the beginning of the round. Let's see. Elk fawn is stinky one. It's not good for us at all. But he gonna kill the Mantis. If I put it here. And if it gonna move here, it will block the Mantis from dealing any damage. It's very, very bad. Let's do it this way. You're gonna take the black goat. We put here the squirrel. We put here the black goat. And exchange it for a wolf. So we're gonna put it here. And in the next turn, we're gonna kill it. Now we are having bones already. So we're gonna block the damage from this creature. And we're gonna wait. Actually, I totally forgot. We can check the oil painting, right? Because we were freeing some animal, right? Mm-hmm. We don't have bones to actually use the stink bug, but it's okay. This way is on this turn, here and here, nothing threatens us. Wolf kills the elk fawn here, damages a bit this one, even though the big elk gonna kill the wolf, but on this turn I'm not getting any damage to the face. So yeah. 1, 2. Let's see. And use it like this and this. 1, 2, 3. All right, it was enough. Now, since we remember, let's go back to the painting, and here we see what we unlocked. It's a clover. We can bring it to the table, and here what we see our opponent is answering. You have blocked that from the oil painting. You must not like the cards that I deal you. Fine. So now the clover will allow us to re-roll the cards what we are getting. That's very handy. We can have it while picking the new cards from him, except the rare ones after the boss fights. And time to exchange the pelts we have. Cockroach, which I was really hoping for. 100% yes. And 2 golden pelts. Let's see. Moleman is a really, really, really good one, because this is the thing I was talking about. Not only he's putting himself on the place where opponent's creature attacks, but he also blocks the flyers. So Moleman goes with us for sure. And now who we gonna choose? I think I'm gonna choose the Daos, because Child 13 is actually... Actually, Child 13 is not a bad option at all. Let's take Child 13. Alright. Another pack rat we're gonna get. Yeah, possibly it will be good. Now we're facing the third boss. And let's hope for the best. But I don't think that the game will allow us actually to beat him. A man stood before you. A man you recognized immediately. It was the trapper. You reached out to examine his wares, but he stopped you. Sorry, but today you will supply the pelts. And this boss battle actually has the best soundtrack in the whole game. And in YouTube, there's actually the version without this sounds on the background, only the music. It's really, really, really good. It's one of my favorite. Okay, so let's start. Here is some strange frogs and the leaping trap. We need to destroy the frogs to get the pelts, because when I destroy it, I will get the pelt. You can see it on this sign here. Steel trap. When a card bearing the sigil perishes, the creature opposing it perishes as well. A pelt is created in your hand. So we will need the pelts for the phase 2 of this boss. Now, let's try to make it worthy. Smoke gives us 4 bones, so we will be able to use Coyote. Okay, we'll put here. This one doesn't attack us, so it's good. We kill this one. We block this one. We put here the Coyote. And we're fine for now. This is our first turn. Oh, good. Not that much damage dealt. Unfortunately, I still need the bones, so let's use some. Sting bugs come in the game, so we're gonna destroy this trap here. We're gonna destroy the strange frog here. I'm not sure will it give some damage further or not. Even if it's not, it's still good. And here strange frog doesn't attack us, which is really good. A possum goes here because we need the pelts. Very sad that we lost Coyote right now, because it has a very good stats thanks to the stink bug. 2 pelts in the hand, really good. We're getting some cards. This one dies, so usual frog comes on its place. Yeah. What can I say? I keep losing, but let's put it here. Abigail gonna deal some damage at least. And here, what can be here? I will not give the wolf pelts, even though actually I can. I think at least one. Yeah, it's fine. It actually, yeah. Okay, well, it will be damaged, but it's fine, I think. Not bad exchange after all. Here, we're gonna go like this. Because I unfortunately cannot sacrifice the pelts. It is shown here with this small symbol. So at least it's gonna prevent the attack of frog on this turn, yes. And we're fine for now. Second stage. But it doesn't allow us to go in, yeah. Too fast, too soon, unfortunate. So unfortunate. Well, all I can do here is to try to block as much as I can. But I don't think that I will be able to beat him. Yeah. He clears the board quite soon, and that's pretty much it. 1, 2. If we take possum here, because now I can use a lot of my items. Yeah, and for that I need the sacrifices. Yeah, we're losing here, so let's use all what we have. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it clears the board quite fast. So yeah, we're losing the second time today, but it's fine. It's how the story goes. So as you can see, it's the second time he's trying to prevent us from the winning, even though we cleared the first, how it called, the first phase of the boss. But yeah, it's all good. It's all how it usually goes. So second time we go in deeper in this cabin. Stay there. No need to move. I am afraid you are not dead yet. Hold still. Where did I put that camera of mine? And here we see his camera. We can grab it and try to make a photo of him, but it's not working. Pathetic. Do you really think I would leave film in there? Do you have any idea what that camera is capable of? Give me that. So he takes the camera. We couldn't do anything. We have a memento to create. And he again makes us make the death card. So let's see. Choose a card to draw the cost from. It's gonna be the worker ant because it's the cheapest one. So one sacrifice, another. This time I will use the power and health, the numbers. Well, we don't have much to choose here, to be honest. So let's take from here. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. Let's take the wolf cub. It's 2 sigils. So maybe it's gonna be good somehow. Card for this coast with 2 sigils is actually not that bad. So our second card is Abby. And he gonna make a picture of us. Smile! Say cheese! Alright. So our second death card has been made, and we made our way to the third boss. I think it was a really good, really good run for us. Not much for trading that last one. Are you prepared to make the right deals? A gift from the angler. You see, he was defeated recently and wishes to redeem himself. It would be unfortunate if you were to fall to the prospector before he was given that chance. This hook is powerful. You may steal one of my cards with it. For that reason, you will not find any others along the path. Use it wisely. It seems the lovely stink bug has made its way in. But it is dealt, so it stands. So yeah, now we have cards. And each time we're gonna start the game as new challengers. He gonna show us the cards we're gonna have. And on this, I think we can stop for today. Actually, I can show only one more thing. Of course, we're gonna take the golden teeth. Here we have the third candle to extract the smoke from. And here is the smoke. I do relish snuffing out your excess candles before a boss. Perhaps you will now enjoy it as much as I do. So he gave us the smoke. And yeah, we have now different painting here. It's a cockroach and a squirrel. But we're gonna do it over the next time. And for today, I think we're good. We made a good run. And it is time to stop for today. Squirrel! Wee! So yeah. We're gonna go to the start screen. And yeah, for today we're good. I hope you enjoyed watching the game as much as I like to play it. So that's pretty much it. Next stream gonna be at this Friday. Inscryption stream, I mean. It will be Friday at 6 o'clock that evening. And the next art stream, which gonna be the first art stream we're gonna make, gonna be tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. So yeah, you're welcome to visit us. I will be waiting for you. Have a good evening. Thank you very much for supporting my stream. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed a lot. And see you tomorrow. Have a good time. Bye bye.